to Geeky Chaos, a podcast all about the geeky stuff in life. Ooh, ah. Welcome. My name is Jackie. I'm playing the part today of the Lost Princess of Corona.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah, and I'm being the lovable donkey.
Hi, I'm Emma, and I'm joined by Thumper, who's also called Whale, but I also have Lady, too.
Hi, I'm Wes. I'm nobody.
Excuse me, sir. No,
You
we
are
do not put ourselves
somebody.
down in this podcast.
He is everyone, all right? He's wonderful.
He is Prince Naveen.
Yes, he's our Naveen.
That is true. You are Naveen, our narcissistic playboy.
I'm Buttons, and I don't know. I'm lost.
That's Buttons, and she's in quarantine, guys. The topic that we're going to talk about today. Have you guessed? By looking at Jackie and Sarah, have you guessed? We're going to talk about the Disney parks because we miss them,
Yes,
and we
we
love
do.
them. And Buttons has actually never been to one, but we're actually all going to go next year as a big, huge trip. It'll be Buttons' first time. So Sarah is going to ask some questions. As she does, she's prepared some. And we're going to answer questions. We're going to tell stories about our times in Disneyland, Disney World, Disney whatever. And we're going to talk about what else we are looking forward to on our next trip or in Buttons' first trip.
Right.
Pass
So
you to Sarah.
So for the first question, this is going to be mostly for me, Emma, Jackie, and Wes, because we've all been to either Disney World or Disneyland, so we know what these answers can be. Buttons can listen to it and kind of get a feel as to what she's going to kind of expect when she gets there. But still keep it as a surprise because we want her genuine reactions to everything. So so these are all favorite questions. First favorite question is, what favorite park do you guys have?
I really enjoyed Magic Kingdom when I was
Yeah,
there.
I'm with you on that.
I know that's a really cheesy one to say, but I genuinely adored Magic Kingdom. I've only been once now, but no, we did Magic Kingdom twice when I was there. Sarah was with me, actually. Sarah was with me for my first time in Disney, and a few of our other friends. Magic Kingdom it was everything I was expecting it to be and more. Like all the parks were, but Magic Kingdom especially. I remember when we walked in for the first time, and Sarah was there. She just looked at me and she just saw my mouth drop when I saw the castle properly, and just going through everything. And it kind of just feels like the nostalgic feeling of the characters there. Belle's castle is there, and Tangled castle is there, and Ariel's castle is there, and everything. It just makes you feel like your childhood's all there again.
Yeah, I say for that Magic Kingdom is my favorite, all because of that magical feeling you get when you go to it. Because it's, the rest of the parks are really cool in their own special way, but when you go to Magic Kingdom, it's like a whole different experience because it's so big. You have to you can't do all of Magic Kingdom all in one day. It's just highly impossible unless you really get up early in the morning and do it. And really that's even just a shot in the dark. But Magic Kingdom and everything about it is just so magical, and all the castles, all the characters, all the rides, it's like you're in your own different world.
So I've been to both Disneyland and Disney World, and personally, for me, when it comes to Disney World, my favorite park has to be Epcot, because I love the whole aspect of World Showcase, because I love getting to go to each country, and you get to experience the country all in one place, and it's just such a chilled atmosphere, and you can just relax. You can ride the rides, but there's not that many rides there or attractions, so it's very much, for me at least, a very chill park, which I love about that.
Okay, so the next question is, well, what's your favorite snack that you get at any of the Disney
I
parks?
usually always try to get a Dole Whip because they're just so good. They're just amazing. But one of my new favorites, and I will get this any chance I can get as long as they will have it, at Pinocchio's Village House in Disney World, which is the Pinocchio restaurant. They have a Tangled eclair, and I know I'm biased because Tangled's my favorite, but that is legit. It is so good. It's a tres leches eclair, and it is to die for. Also, it looks super cute, so it's great for Instagram pictures if you like to take pictures of your food. I love the barbecue mac and cheese at I forget the restaurant, but it's at Animal Kingdom, and it's delicious. I get it all the time. It is so good.
Buttons?
I know I haven't been yet,
Yeah, go.
but there is one that I want to try, and it's themed after Peter Pan. I don't know what it's called, but
Oh, the Peter Pan float!
Yeah, I really want to try it.
Yeah.
It's so
One of the
good.
things I really want to
I've
try.
tried-
And the waffles.
Okay,
The waffles are good.
Buttons. I've actually tried the Peter Pan float, and it is my favorite. It is so good. So my thing was, last time we went, I really wanted to get the Lost Princess cone because I heard it was really good. Also,
Oh, it
again,
is so good.
Tangled. But they don't have it anymore, unfortunately.
What?
Because okay, sorry to the Frozen fans. Don't get me wrong, I love Frozen, but yeah, the Frozen cone took over, and yeah, that's why
Always
they don't have it anymore.
taking our brand.
Frozen's always stealing Tangled's thunder.
When did that happen? Because Sarah had the Lost Princess cone when we were there in May.
Fairly recently.
Oh shit!
Fairly recently.
So,
But
better when you did then.
but I did get the Peter Pan float, and it's so good.
It-
I'm gonna say one of my favorite snacks that I always get there, and it's not technically a snack, but I pestered Emma about it, and it's at Epcot. I go to the Canadian Pavilion, and I go get their poutine every time. And there is this delicious one that's like a beer-based cheddared poutine, and it is so good. Because it's got meat on top of it, and it's like this beer battered cheese, which is so good, and it's so fulfilling. So every time I always get those. Dole Whip is another one but that's like a classic Disney,
He's coming.
a classic Disney treat for sure. If you can't go to Disney World without actually giving that a try. And I also, and my third favorite, this is my third favorite, and it's over at Magic Kingdom, and it's in these little trolleys, but they are so good. It's these little egg rolls, but you can get them as like cheesesteaks, or you can get them as like a pepperoni pizza. I get the pepperoni pizza personally. Oh, it's the best thing in the world, and I love it. It's a good little snack to have.
So whenever I go to Disneyland, we wouldn't really buy any treats, but we would always buy the caramel corn from
Ooh,
yeah. And then we'd always visit this cafe or this restaurant that was like not too far from Splash Mountain. We would always eat there. I would always get like burgers or something like that. I can't remember.
All right. So the next question is, what is everyone's favorite ride?
Seven Dwarfs Mine Cart.
Not Seven Dwarfs Mine Cart. Was that what you tried to say?
Yeah, that's what I said. No, it's either Seven Dwarf Minecart or Space Mountain. I have a mix between the two. Sorry, I know I just completely stole Jackie's thunder there.
Oh no, you're fine. You're totally fine.
Yeah. No. Because I remember when my friend Sarah went to Disney World a few years ago. I think it was it would have been within the first year that I'd met her. So I met her in about 2015-ish. Yeah, because it is Phantom. That's when I met her. So we met through Phantom, and she's a big Disney freak. So she went to Disney World, and when Sarah asked me to, when I went over to Sarah's the next time to show me all of it from when she went to Disney World with her boyfriend, the first thing I saw was her Seven Dwarfs Mine video that you get every time you get off the ride. And I remember looking at it, I was like, that looks so cool. when I do get there, and I don't know when I'm going to get there, but when I get there, that's what I want to do. So I knew going into Disney World and this was, let's see, so this is 4 years later, and I'm finally going. So, and I knew for a fact, look, I want to do this Seven Dwarfs thing. Okay, it's the one, because I didn't really go researching, like, besides like Splash Mountain and all of like the well-known stuff, like Seven Dwarfs really the only one that I knew properly. No, I want to do the Seven Dwarfs. And I said that to them. So when I went on, I was just so excited about the fact that I was doing it. Like, oh my god, I'm going to get my own video now! The actual video itself was amazing because Maya was screaming her head off. So
Yeah.
Maya's one of our friends who came with us. And then the other one was Space Mountain, and it was literally just because I remember I was quite scared to do it because this was before. No, this is actually Seven Dwarfs the first time. So this, I wasn't here for like the fast roller coasters, and I was at Space Mountain, and I remember I sat in, and it came to the point where the cast member who was operating the ride was like making sure that we all had our safety belts on properly, and I just went over, and I remember I just looked at him and going, I don't want to do this, and he went, me neither, bye, and it just.
He was such a jerk, and I loved him.
And then we just went all around, and then by the end of it, I was like, that was awesome. So yeah, no, Seven Dwarfs in Space.
Yeah, and before we get to Jackie, I would like to introduce the fact that we also have Jay that is brought in with us. Jay, we were talking about like our favorite stuff from Disneyland, Disney World. It doesn't matter because they both go to the same thing, and you can say where they're both from. Right now, we are talking about favorite Disney rides. So, but Jackie had her hand up, so go for it, Jackie.
Okay, so I have many favorite rides because like it depends on the park. It depends on just the ride itself. But if we're talking like Magic Kingdom or Disneyland, it has to be Haunted Mansion or Splash Mountain for me. I love those two rides so much. They're just so much fun, and like I said earlier, Disney's all about the storytelling when it comes to their rides, and I feel like those two are very good with the whole storytelling aspect, especially Haunted Mansion, because Haunted Mansion was an original idea. It wasn't based off of anything previously other than, I guess, like just general ghost stories, but it wasn't based on anything like concrete, you know? So I love that about that ride.
In regard to Disneyland, it's really hard to choose a favorite between the top three, whether it's Matterhorn, Space Mountain, or Haunted Mansion for Disneyland. But as when I was younger, and they still had the Who Framed Roger Rabbit ride, that was definitely my favorite when I was younger. But they got rid of that, so now it's become Matterhorn or, Space Mountain or Haunted Mansion.
Fortunately, I've only been to Disneyland. I want to go to Disney World, but
I thought you said fortunately. I was like, ooh, we about to have a fight.
We have some fun words, but
no, I've only been to Disneyland, and that's a tough one. It's a tough one to say which one's my favorite, because like before it used to be, I would easily say like Star Tours, Indiana Jones, definitely Haunted Mansion, which is funny because I literally just watched it. But like the last time I went, it's like I really liked the Cars one, the California Adventure. I really like that one.
That one looks cool.
Yeah,
Right.
so that was a shocker. I was just like, oh, okay, I like this one. So yeah, it varies. So next time you guys ask me, it might change.
yeah. My favorite ride, I was thinking about that while you guys were all chatting, and honestly, okay, so I really do like the thrill rides as well. So like my top three rides that I always enjoyed, and one of them doesn't match with the other two at all, but I very much enjoy Rock and Roller Coaster because it's so much fun when you're on that ride. My other favorite my other favorite that I liked is Test Track because it just the way it is and everything like that. Like I even told Emma like I can't go to Epcot without getting on this ride. But
How you doing? Are you okay?
No, but then you loved it at the end of it. You were like, you guys here again. Okay. But my absolute favorite, and it actually tops all of them every time, is actually I really enjoy Soarin', and I love it. It's so beautiful. I love seeing around the world. I love the smells. I love the view, and I always want to get like the front row to that because you just get that whole atmosphere. That honestly, it's my favorite ride in the entire world.
Like I was like, well, that sounds interesting.
What are you looking forward to getting on?
It's like the first ride I ever heard about when I heard about Disney and stuff and like all that was Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what it was. I knew it was based off a film, and I had no idea what it was. So I actually was like, I know it's a film, so I actually went and watched the film, and then I watched a video of the ride, and I was like, I really want to do that ride. Like,
yes. The film is amazing. I love the film.
I loved the film. Like, it was such a good film, and I really want to see what the ride version of it is. Like, I really want to.
I vote sitting next to Buttons when we ride that ride.